How is everybody doing? I know I need a haircut. I know. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are doing great. So a lot of things are going on. Have you guys? Welcome to the Apocalyptic Optimath channel. First things first, welcome to the Apocalyptic Optimath channel. If it's your first time joining my channel, welcome. If you like what you hear, subscribe, leave a like, and all that. So, Jay-Z is accused of alleged rape. The victim is currently being asked to show themselves. I think the victim should show themselves, and mind you, I support the victims. I don't support the victimizer, right? I don't support the accused. I support the accuser. Of course, United States law dictates innocent until proven guilty. But we're talking about people that's part of a group of individuals, that's part of a sex club, that's part of a gay sex club, a dangerous gay sex club, not any gay sex club, because there's gay sex. I'm pretty sure there's gay sex clubs all over the goddamn planet, all over the world, in every street corner. Almost, well, maybe not street corner, but in every downtown area, I'm pretty sure there's a gay sex club somewhere out there. All right, but this gay sex club in particular are very dangerous, very disturbed, insane individuals that should not be walking down the damn street. So I do not, and I repeat, I do not condone any of their fucking actions. Mind you, I would have arrested these guys for less than that. I would have arrested these guys for a lot less than what they're being accused of right now, because there's fraud too. There's fraudulent behavior. There's fraud being committed. There's money being funneled. There's money being funneled from one place to another. There's a lot of fraud being committed. There's the gatekeeping people. There's just a bunch of fraudulent activity, bro. Like artists is not getting paid, all kinds of shit. That right there, to me, that's enough. I don't know about everybody else, but to me, that right there, that's enough for me. Like, I don't need to hear that you gang raped a fucking 13-year-old for me to feel like we should get your ass out of here. And it shouldn't come to that point either. It shouldn't have came to that point in the first place. It shouldn't have went that far. It should have never went that far. If people knew about the Diddy parties, they should have said something. They should have said something a long time ago. They shouldn't have waited this long for whatever. Because I almost went to a Diddy party. I mean, not really, but I was thinking about it. Like when I was back in the 90s, I was thinking about that shit. I'm like, shit, everybody go there, everybody think that's the shit. Shit, I'm gonna go to I'm gonna save up some money and get my ass to the motherfucking Diddy party. Shit, that was part of my bucket list, So somebody should have said something, because even I didn't know. And I know about the Illuminati. Everybody knew about the Illuminati a long time ago, but we didn't know how bad it was, And now people are a little bit afraid. People are afraid of the Illuminati. People are afraid of the Illuminati because and like there's this thing, like people acting like they're desensitized to people are acting like this is I'm desensitized. Shut the fuck up. You scared of shit. You about to shit your pants. Shut up. Like When people tell you they're desensitized because they're scared like a motherfucker, they're not, they're not fuck because they're not desensitized. If that shit would have happened in front of them, they would have reacted. They would do something. They would either call the police or beat the guy up. That's because the people are scared of the Illuminati. They're scared of the Illuminati. So that's why people keep saying that they're desensitized. They're not desensitized. They're just scared. Um, and people need to stop being scared because there's nothing to be afraid of. If you're not part of the Illuminati, you're good. You're fine. You're perfectly fine. If you're not part of the Illuminati, you don't have shit to worry about, bro. Except yourself and paying your bills. But if you're not part of the Illuminati, you ain't got shit to worry about. You can snitch on them. You can do whatever the fuck you want to the Illuminati. You can beat them up, snitch on them. You can do whatever you want as long as you're not part of it. Because the thing is, they're the ones in the worst position. Is like, but they're the ones that's in the bad position because at the end of it, they can't touch civilians. They can't touch civilians. They can't touch innocent people. They can touch their own people. They can touch people that are part of the fucking shit because they're part of the thing. So there's liability, right? There's liability. There's probable cause. It's easy to explain something. Like if you're inside of the thing, it's easier to make up some story of why you died. It's way easier, because you're part of the shit. Oh, he owed money to this guy and blah, 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 blah. But if you're not part of the thing, you can do whatever you want. You can say whatever you want about them. You can do whatever you want to them. You can say whatever you want about them because they can't touch you. There's nothing, they can't just go and kill innocent people. That's not, and even if it happens, that's on them and they're going to take a hard hit. And they're already taking hard hits. So they can't go around just killing whoever they want. That's not facts. That's not true. I don't think that that's ever been true. I have no... Because at the end of the day, let's face the facts. Most people that come out, most people that are whistleblower were part of the Illuminati. And sometimes those people put themselves in position where they can talk about these people because they have too much information. If something happens, then, they're screwed, right? Like let's say this Jaguar Wright. Like let's say Jaguar Wright, right? Like, I'm gonna stop acting like I never listened to her music. I used to listen to Jaguar Wright, but I know who she is. So, like let's say Jaguar Wright, right? Like she can say those things because, she was part of Circle and she has a lot of information. So, and with everything she already said, if something happens to her, it's just going to validate what she's saying. So it's going to make people dig into the stories even more. So there's certain positions that are bad for them. And it's easy for us to put them in these positions and people should do it a lot. They should do it a lot. And I don't know how people instilled fear into people because I don't see these people doing anything. Like, I've never seen them do anything. Like, I don't know why people are afraid of the Illuminati. I've never seen the Illuminati do shit. So, I think it's mostly movies. It's movies. It's paranoia. You're paranoid. It's movies, it's stories. It's not like nothing happens like like me. I'm a target of the Illuminati, right? They don't do nothing. They don't do shit. They just sit there and act like dicks, and that's it. Okay, so right, you come at my job and you start talking shit. Okay, yeah, I quit my job because I don't want to hear you talking shit, but that's not. You didn't kill me, you didn't beat me up, you didn't fucking do shit, like, nothing happened, like, so it is what it is. So, and as I grow older, I now understand this because this has been happening for a long time. So in my experience, you're free to say whatever you want to say. You're free to attack the Illuminati. Illuminati is not a greater power than any other power in the world. As a matter of fact, it's a very weak power. It's a very, very weak people. Like, very weak people. Physically, mentally, emotionally, they are very weak people. But I guess fear and greed is what is keeping these people afloat. because in actuality they're very weak-minded people. They're very weak-minded people. They're very weak. They're weak on all spectrums. So they're soft. So oh yeah, they got military. Yeah, but they don't. They're not gonna attack you. They can't. I mean, like they can't. They're not gonna attack you. And even if they do attack you, just call the damn police. Call the damn police, bro. Like if they do attack you, call the fucking police. Whatever. And those are very rare occasions that you do get attacked. It's very rare. It's extremely rare. Extremely rare. Like from in my experience, Illuminati actually physically attacking a person is an extremely rare occasion. Extremely rare occasion. I've been doing videos like this for 3 years. I've been in the street fighting these guys physically. I've been I've been arrested a bunch of times. They try putting me in the hospital. Nothing happens. They never do anything. They just try to make people disappear. And the way that they try to make you disappear, they try to discredit you. Right? They try to discredit. They don't try to kill you. They try to discredit you. They lie about you. They lie about you and to everyone that's willing to hear it. Like, they lie about you on a consistent basis, and they try to discredit you. But you're not gonna die. You're not gonna die. They're not gonna attack you. They're not gonna hurt you. They're not gonna do shit. They're not gonna do a fucking thing. Not a goddamn thing, bro. And you need to believe in yourself. You need to believe in yourself, bro. I'm not going to talk about that God shit, but you need to believe in yourself, because this is a spiritual battle. And you need to let go of that God garbage, to be honest. You need to, because it is God. The Illuminati is God. Like, God is doing this. Like, he's the one raping kids. He's the one raping women. God is doing this. It's not Lucifer. Lucifer is somewhere. You want to know where Lucifer is, man? Lucifer is somewhere in the infernal realm, reading a book about nothing. That's who Lucifer is. Lucifer is a guy that's sitting somewhere out there reading a book about nothing. And the devil gets pinned for this, and Satan gets pinned for this when he has nothing to do with anything that's going on. God is sitting there just lying. He's a liar. He's the king of lies. Every fucking word that comes out of God's mouth is a fucking lie. Everything is a lie. Everything is a lie. So that's why I keep telling y'all, like, y'all think like those Christians or those Catholics over there, you're sitting there, you're saying like, oh, those Catholics over there are bad people. Maybe, but that doesn't mean that they're not where they're supposed to be. Maybe it's you that got it wrong. Because mind you, these people have a lot of knowledge, man. And the church is connected to Masonry. The church is connected to Masonry, man. So these people know what they're doing. If they follow God, it's for a reason. Maybe you're the one that has to reevaluate your definition of what a God should be and what a God should do and what a God is and what he represents to you, right? And what he's supposed to bring you in your life. You should reevaluate those things. You should ask yourself those questions, because at the end of the day, those Catholics over there that you feel that are fucking up the game, that are diluting the brand, no, they're exactly where they're supposed to be. That they have the real information. If they chose to be Catholic, it's not just because they're greedy and blah blah blah. No, it's because they understand God. They know what God is. They understand what God is, and they know what God is. They're in the right place. It's you that's not in the right place. If you really are a good person, if you really do believe in yourself and others, then you're in the wrong place. You shouldn't be in church, because that's not what church is about. That is not what church is about. Church is about community. Church is about working as a group. You know, a community, staying in a group, and I don't know, fucking collecting tidings, you know, and shit. Like, it's about nothing. Church is about nothing. You know, you're gonna sit in church, listen to a guy say absolutely, you know, nothing. I mean, like, this, you know, you're not doing anything, not doing shit. You gotta, you know, and you're like, oh yeah, but it's my responsibility to, you know, believe. Yeah, okay, but maybe your belief system, which is right, your way of thinking is okay. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying the way that you're thinking is wrong. I'm saying maybe the way that you're thinking is not directed in the right place. And maybe all the propaganda that we have heard throughout the years has been manipulation in order for you to think that that line of thinking that you have is supposed to belong to the church. It never has. It never has. It's not, it doesn't belong. Your way of thinking doesn't belong to the church. Your way of thinking belongs to something else. And it could be anything. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's Luciferian. It could be anything. It could be anybody. You could be more, you know, Viking-ish. You know, you could be more Norse mythology. You could be more Indian. You could be more Buddhist. You could be more Zen. You could be more Taoist. You could be more, you know, but you got to figure it out. And you have to understand that, you know, those guys over there that you complain about, they're in the right place. You have to stop thinking that, oh man, I wish these got, no, that's exactly where they should be. You're in the wrong place. It's not them that's in the wrong place, it's you. And anyways, there's more of them than there is of you. That's a clear sign that something very wrong is going on. You know, just like, if you go to a church and 50 of them are fucking wretches, you know, the 50 of the people that are there are fucking wretches. The pope, the pastor, whatever, he's touching kids. The priest, he's touching kids. Like, bro, you in the wrong place. And you can tell yourself, oh, it's just an isolated incident. But it's always been like this. This is not an isolated incident. It's always been like this. Since the beginning. Since the start. Since the start. Like, Roman Catholic. What do you think? A bunch of Romans decided to agree with Christianity to make everybody shut the fuck up. So who do you think was running the church? And Romans are known for pedophilia. They're really into pedophilia. They're really into that shit. It's not, God isn't the church. God is not the church, bro. Or he is. Because he lets that shit happen. He's okay with this. That was his plan. Roman Catholic. So what you think? All them guys that used to be senators and whatnot, and, you know, powerful people, they decided to become pastors. They decided to become popes and priests. And Senate the church, Senate the Vatican. A bunch of pedophiles. They just move from one place to another. They just move from one place to another, bro. So it's the same bad people that's been running the church since the start. And it never stopped. The same bad people that was running the church back then are the same bad people running the church today. There is no difference. You're in the wrong place. They are in the right place. You gotta change your mindset, and you at least ask yourself the question. Question God. Don't just take whatever people tell you at face value. Question them. I already know the answer. I know God's the purest of all liars. He's the purest of all evil. He's the liars of all liars. I already know that. But that's me. And you don't have to believe what I say. And it's better to reinforce your own knowledge by finding out for yourself. Because I will never convince you of something. You need to figure it out by yourself. I'm never going to convince you. I can make as many fucking videos as I want. I'm never going to convince you of anything. Look at all the videos where I talk about entrepreneurship. Those are the videos that has the least views. And I keep telling motherfuckers that shit. If you do believe in God, right? If you do want to find God, you're going to find it through entrepreneurship. If you want to have if you want to feel holy and righteous, you're gonna find that feeling in entrepreneurship. No one gives a shit. Nobody's trying to hear that. It's like I said, and I made a bunch of videos like that. So it doesn't matter how many times I say it. I'm never gonna convince you unless you figure that out by yourself. So you need to ask yourself the question. I'm never gonna convince you of anything. I don't do this to try to convince people. I just bring the information and you do whatever you want to do with it. But I'm not going to convince you. I know I'm not convincing you. I can tell that you're not convinced. You know, you don't even need to tell me. I can tell you're not convinced, bro. Like, so. It is what it is. So, back to what I was saying. People don't need to fear the Illuminati. There's nothing to fear. You know, if that girl was abused by Jay-Z and Puffy, she needs to say it. We need to get rid of them. And you have nothing to fear. The only thing to fear is fear itself. You know, don't listen to the media. Media lies. The media lies about everything. Like I said, like a lot of these deaths that scare us, the people were part of the group in the first place. I love Prince. I love his music. I think he's a very multi-talented person. You know, incredibly talented person. He died. I don't think they should have killed Prince. I think that was a mistake. But he's dead though. But the only thing is, I guarantee you, if Prince wasn't Illuminati, he would have never died. He would have never died. If he had never joined these people, he would have never died. He'd still be alive today. A lot of people, it's the same thing. It's like, you know, I'm looking at you, O Block. I'm looking at you, O Block. You know. Like, that's what they do. They get rid of, and like King Von, they got rid of King Von because he's a real killer. You know, he was trying to listen to what they was telling him though. They acting like they said they said it the other day. Somebody said it the other day. They said he was a madman. He wasn't a madman, bro. He was not a madman, bro. How can you tell me dude is a madman? He went to a fist fight, and you gonna tell me if he was a madman, he would have shot the guy. He wouldn't have gotten into a fist fight. Him getting into a fist fight is him saying that I'm willing to listen to what y'all have to say. I'm willing to comply to the rules of the game. So I'm not going to shoot him, but I have a problem with him. So I'm going to punch him in the face. And that's it. Then I'm going to go home and I'm going to do whatever they tell me to do. That was his plan. And he got killed. He didn't get killed because he didn't want to listen. He got killed because they scared of him. And that happens a lot. Kimbo Slice. Look at Kimbo Slice. One of the strongest human beings ever to exist. He wasn't supposed to die. As soon as he started joining these guys, he died of a heart attack. He was too strong. He wouldn't have went that, like, try try to fight Kimbo Slice, see what happens. Try to fight Kimbo Slice. See what happens, bro. Like, they're scared of the guy. They killed him because they were scared of him. They didn't kill him because he wasn't listening. Because he wasn't listening to us. I guarantee you, Kimbo Slice stopped listening to the public. Kimbo Slice literally stopped listening to the public, bro. Because he wanted that paycheck. He wanted that bag that they're always talking about over there. That gay bag. Pardon my language. Pardon me for saying. But they're always talking about that gay bag. They always want the gay bag. They're always trying to get the gay bag. But the gay bag is not for you. It's not for you, bro. They killed the guy. That's fucked up. They killed him because they're scared of him. They killed him because he is a real champion. He killed him because he could have been the next Mike Tyson. And he would have caused some trouble along the way down the line. Because, he would have lost a couple of fights, maybe on purpose. But eventually he would have asked for a championship match. And he was going to pound that motherfucker into the ground. Whoever was going to be in his way was going to pound him into the goddamn ground. And a lot of these boxers are not real boxers, man. A lot of boxers are not real boxers. They're gay. You're looking at gay fights, bro. Like, these guys love each other. They fuck each other after the fight, or before the fight, they fuck each other and shit. Like, it's gay shit. It's gay shit, bro. Like, so somebody that's not going to take a fall, somebody that's not going to, like, Kimbo Slice didn't understand that these guys were building a narrative. They're not out here trying to be champion of the world. They're building narratives, and it's just money. It's all about money. They're building a narrative, and they're just selling tickets. They're manipulating people's emotions. It's like there's this recent wave of boxers right now. They come in and they're pro God and they're doing this for God and shit, and then they win, and then all of a sudden it's not about God anymore. They start showing their true colors. They're playing with people's emotions. They're trying to captivate. They're trying to captivate us. They're trying to get us to pay attention. So that makes money. It's the emotion that makes it in their minds, because they're small-minded. They're small individual. They're very small and weak people. So in their minds, it's not the skill of the person that's important. They don't want people to be skillful. They don't want us to be strong. They want us to be weak. So they're not going to put skillful people on the platform. They're not going to let skill speak for itself. No, they're going to manipulate the media. They're going to manipulate your emotions. And they're going to put puppets that look a certain way. And they're going to tell the puppets what to say and what to do. And the puppets, like look at Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is a perfect example of that. He's a puppet. He's clearly a puppet. He can't win a fight. He could win a fight, but he can't. Because he's listening to what these guys tell him. It's all an agenda. It's not real. Kimbo Slice didn't want to listen to us. He went over there. He should have been a boxer. Instead, he went to UFC. That was also a bad choice. It is what it is. And now he gone. So, if you like what you're hearing, please subscribe to my channel, leave a like and leave a comment. So, this just in. This is going to be, what I'm going to say is going to sound very messed up. It's going to sound like I'm hating. And maybe I am. Maybe I am. I don't know. But I just recently listened to a excerpt from the Kim Porter book, because Kim Porter was Puff Daddy's ex-wife, and Kim Porter released a book. She died of pneumonia, apparently, which was very weird. She died allegedly. She called the police saying that she was poisoned or something, and she called the police at 2:43 a.m. and they found the body at 11 a.m. So yeah, that's very weird. So in the Kim Porter story, there is a excerpt where she talks about Snoop Dogg. Yes, Snoop Dogg is in the Kim Porter fucking book. And I was blown away by what I heard. I don't even know if it's true. I don't know if that shit is true, but it sounded fucking crazy. It sounded nuts. It sounded crazy to me. It sounded very crazy to me, bro. Like, and mind you, forgive me, I don't know these people. I assume by the lyrics that they talk about that I have some kind of idea of how this person operates through his life. But I don't know the person. I don't know how the person actually operates. I could be completely wrong or I could be completely right. I don't know. Who knows? You know, unless you live with the person or you know the person, you don't know. So, mind you, I do listen to Snoop Dogg. Mind you, I do listen to Snoop. That's the worst part. I do listen to Snoop Dogg music, dog. So, I was very surprised when I heard this shit. So Kim Porter one day goes to Puff Daddy's house, and they're in the room. Allegedly, he's in the room with another guy. I don't remember who it is. She's in the room with another guy, and Snoop is in the room with Puffy and this other guy. And allegedly, Kim Porter says that allegedly Snoop Dogg walked out. They're butt naked. Walks out butt naked, and allegedly he had like a dried up spunk on his back. He had dried up effervescence on his back. Snoop Dogg. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Guys, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know, guys. Guys, I don't know. Okay? I don't fucking know, dude. I listened to the excerpt. There's a lot of things that was said, and it kind of sounds legit. But if you listen to it, you can tell that she's omitting some information too. Like this, because, and I'm not saying she's lying. It's just, it sounds like there's holes in the story. It sounds like there's holes in the story, and those holes could be condemning. I feel like either those holes are condemning or those holes are there because in one way, shape, or form, it was probably bullshit. So it's one or the other. It's either it was probably bullshit, or those holes that's in the story are very condemning, bro. And I think it's the latter. I think those holes that are in the story are very condemning. Because she like flies by the fact that there's voodoo involved in what they're doing, right? She's like, and she's saying shit that sounds like they're doing a ritual too. Like, she's talking about like the activity, the gay sex, but there's certain parts where it kind of like she says something. Oh, I woke up and he was just like standing over me and shit, like, you know, like he was doing some kind of, you know, ritual. And they even says like they try to put their evil inside of you, like, you know. So there's one point where she literally says like she was about to have a baby. I think it was, I don't remember which baby it was, but she was about to have a baby. She was 9 months pregnant, and she went to Puffy and she told him I'm pregnant, and he was happy, but he also said, "Oh well, now you have to sleep with everybody. That's the only way that the baby will be born is if you sleep with a bunch of people." So he did a party, invited a whole bunch of people, a bunch of celebrities, and they all had sex. And he slutted her out to a bunch of people while she was pregnant, apparently to make the pregnancy happen. Like I said, I don't know if these things are true or not, bro. And she's dead, so it's hard to figure out if it's true or not. Allegedly, there's like she had tapes. I don't know where the tapes are. I wonder where those tapes are. She had tapes. She put it in the cloud. She put it in the cloud. Any hacker, by the way, any hacker can hack the cloud, right? Like any hacker could just hack her cloud and get these fucking videos out, right? So if it's true and she put those things in the cloud, y'all need to fucking find those goddamn fucking videos, bro. Y'all need to find those damn videos, bro. Like, so, and she did mention, young people being implicated in these things. Children being implicated in these things, bro. And it seems like they do have an affinity for younger people, because Kim Porter was young when he met her. And a lot of these artists are young when they meet with these fucking people and shit. So, some people are saying like they want to know where the white girl that he adopted, where is she? And that's fucked up that's fucked up because he adopted a white girl apparently, and anyway, so not looking good, and I don't want like if Jay-Z, I don't want this. If Jay-Z really did what they say he did, I don't want that guy walking around. I don't want to hear what he has to say. I don't want to listen to that guy's music. I don't know what I would find in listening to this person's music. I don't want to listen to that dude's music. I don't want to see that dude on camera. I don't want to listen to his music. It's the same shit. And so and the Snoop Dogg thing is fucked up. I mean, of course Snoop Dogg's in it. Snoop Dogg's aware of it, but we don't know at what capacity. At the end of the day, we know these people are part of this group, but we don't know at what capacity that these people are in the group. We don't know. We can't assume. I mean, we can assume that they're all doing it, but shit, at the end of it, like, look at Keanu Reeves. Right? I would like to believe Keanu Reeves is not doing things at that capacity. I would like to believe that. I would be very glad to hear that he's not doing those things at that capacity, and so it's and there's other people that you kind of wish that they wasn't doing that shit. So like we're wishing, we're keeping our fingers crossed on certain people, man. But just because we have favorites, don't let that stop you from doing what you got to do. If you got some information, if you got some videos, put that shit out there, man. If you got a beef with the Illuminati, put that shit out there, man. Because at the end of the day, what these guys are doing, because we talked about Chosen Ones. I talked about Chosen Ones the other day, and I was like, Chosen Ones are, a little bit unstable. But the reason why, and I'm not dissing nobody when I say that. I don't mean it that, I don't mean it in a bad way. What I mean is that's what they're doing to us. They're making us lose our fucking minds. I'm not exactly walking around with a full set of screws myself. If you don't mind me saying, bro, like, so I'm not, so there's like, so because it makes you, they consistently attack us. Like, so it doesn't matter. I don't fucking care that you have favorites. I don't fucking care other people got favorites. You know, I don't care if I have my favorites. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, what they did to me and everybody else like me is way worse than you could possibly imagine. It's way worse than you can possibly look at. If you want to know what it feels like to be a chosen one, to be a real chosen one, look at Cat Williams before, when the shit started happening to him, because he was talking shit in his fucking comedy specials, which were hilarious. And he was saying a lot of truth, and they were starting to antagonize him. They were starting to you know, he's end up in jail, trying to get his children out of his hands. He was looking fucked up. He was out here fucked up. He was out there fucked up. So that's what they do to us. That's what they do. What they did to him, that's what they do to us. Right? So don't worry about me having favorites. I don't care, because at the end of the day, what's more important than the favorites is making this shit stop, making sure this shit never happens again, making sure this shit never happens to anyone else. That's what's important. So don't worry about people's favorites, because that's neither here or there at this point, because they're out here torturing people. They're torturing society. They're torturing us. They're torturing us mentally. They're torturing us emotionally. They're torturing us. I mean, I guess you can say physically too, kind of, because it doesn't make, because that shit, it destroys you. It destroys you from the inside. So, you know, you don't feel good. You don't feel like doing things. You isolate yourself. You let yourself go. You're not, you know, so it's not good. So, you know, it doesn't matter if there are favorites out there. If you have a story, if it's true, you got the support of the people. You're not going to have the support of the media. You're not going to have support of the media, and don't try to have support from the media. No one gives a shit. But you do have support from the people. You know, I might live in a town full of Illuminati people, but I'm not stupid enough to think that everybody thinks like they think. You know, because I've been around. I've been to other places. I've been to other countries. So I know that people don't think like these guys think. Right? These guys, they're disgusting, despicable individuals that should not have a chance at laying one finger on anyone at any time and point. They're not. It's time to get rid of those people. It's not time to try to understand them or being in fear or something. Because at the end of the day, you gotta understand. I mean, like, it's Puff Daddy that's going down, bro. He's connected to everyone and a lot of people. He's connected to a lot of people and a lot of things. So that's a very condemning incident. Like I said, like, this is a very condemning incident because he's connected to, like, big artists. He's connected to big celebrities, artists, and politicians. So a lot of people are gonna go down, and they've been preparing themselves for the takedown too. That's why a lot of CEOs are stepping down from companies, because they know what's coming. There's even YouTubers that are stepping down from their YouTube channel that are very successful YouTube channel. They're obligated to step down because there's going to be backlash. There's going to be backlash. There's going to be, like, there's a lot of cleanup. There's a big cleanup that's going to happen. That's happening right now. So right now, and then you have the chosen ones that do have something to do with this, but not all of us, because a lot of us don't understand a lot of what's going on. Even chosen ones, there's a lot of chosen ones that don't understand a lot of what's going on, because they have power over what's going on. Chosen ones have power over what's going on, but they don't know how to initiate it. They don't know how to actually use the power that they have. Because at the end of the day, it's like I said, the Illuminati, they're very spiritual people. They believe in spirituality more than anybody else does. They believe in that shit more than everybody else does, and they know more about spirituality than everybody else does. And I shit you not, when you're a person like me, they look at me as if I was an entire nation. They don't look at me, and I might sit there and be like, "You're fucking crazy," but I know he's not. I know they're not crazy. Well, not in that way. When they say that, I know it's not because they're crazy that they're saying that. I know what they're saying. I understand what they're saying. It still feels weird that your enemy looks at you in that way, and that's the only way that your enemy looks at you. It's like they're not stupid enough to think that you're not more than what they're looking at. Like, they know that you're more than what they're looking at. They are aware of what they are looking at. You're not. Because you haven't lived your life like this. Because you sit there, you think about God and stuff. That's not what they see. When they look at me, it's like I'm a nation. They talk to me as if I'm a nation. They don't talk to me as if I'm one guy. They act with me as if I was 100 people. They don't act like they're talking to one person. They act like they're talking to thousands of people at the same time. So they know what they're doing. They know who they're attacking. They know the danger behind the attack. And they know it more than you do. So, but they can take advantage of you because they know that you don't know. Every time you go and pray to God, that makes them happy. Because that means you're still ignorant. You're still ignorant. You're still in the la la land. They know that you haven't achieved that power yet. Because when you achieve that power, when you become aware of what you are truly, you can use that power. Like, I don't need an entire group in order to cause damage. I can do damage by making these videos. These videos are very damaging to them. All of my videos are damaging to the Illuminati. Because these are vibrations that I send out. These are vibrations that I send out. So these are very dangerous to them. I can destroy things. I can destroy ideas. I can stop wars. But in order to do that, you have to realize what you are. You have to be you, not something else that someone else wants you to be. It's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy. And mind you, this is not this. I'm not sneak dissing. None of that shit. None of that shit. But they know. What I'm saying is they know what you are. They know what you are. You don't know, but they know. You think you know. Oh, I'm a child of God and nah, nigga. Nah, nigga. Like you're a lot more than that. You're a lot more than that. That's nothing. A child of God shit. That's propaganda. That's Western European propaganda. That's not real. God is a liar. And you're a lot more than that. So let's cause some damage. You and me. Let's cause some damage. And how do you cause damage? If you see something, say something. Don't accept what you're seeing. Don't accept it in your heart. Become a witch. Witches talk to themselves. Witches talk to themselves all the time. Like a real witch talks to themselves. Why do you think they talk to themselves? They're talking to the universe. They're reconfiguring the universe. That's why witches talk to themselves. And you have that same power and you need to use it. When you see something on the news you don't agree with, you don't like, don't sit there, oh, I'm desensitized. No. Admit to yourself that you don't like that and say something. Don't accept it, because television is magic too. Television is energy transference, right? Telepathic vision. Well, but how do you commit to telepathy? You gotta have an energetic link with whoever you're having a telepathic link. You can't just like, it's not a switch that you like don't know. It's just, you can't just randomly telepathically connect to people. You gotta have an energetic connection. There's a door that's opening. If you are powerful enough to start a mental conversation with anyone, you have to understand that you just open a door. There's energy. Telepathy is energy. You're sending your energy to that person. That person is sending energy back. And we call that telepathy, telekinesis, telepathy, right? So television is doing the same thing. When you're watching television, you open every time as soon as you open the television and you watch a show or you watch something, you open the door. As soon as you open the TV, the door is open, right? And it's TV. You can use TV as a tool to create things, right? And they know that too. That's why a lot of shows are garbage, because they don't want to give you too much access. They don't want to give you too much power, right? And they don't want to give you power on purpose. So they might have to say something that can give you power, but they're not doing it because they want to give you power. They're doing it because they have to do it, right? It's not that they're trying to give you power, because they could give you power very easily. They could just make great shows. Like, let's say they make great shows and they don't put pedophilia in there and all kinds of shit. You would have more power. Your universe, for people that watch TV, right? Let's say you watch a lot of TV and all the shows on TV are good. It's not pedophilia bullshit and, bullshit on bullshit on bullshit and just a bunch of lies all the time. Let's say it was just good content, right? Smart, intelligent, critical thinking content, right? Like just amazing shit all the fucking time. Your universe, the people around you, everything around you would be better. Everything around you would be better. Influence. What is influence? What is influence? So they use television to shape reality, and you can use television to shape reality too. It's just a lot harder for you to do that using a television, which is not really recommended. I wouldn't recommend using television to I would not recommend it at all, dude. But one thing you can do, if you are tired of the Illuminati, if you are tired of if the Illuminati is harassing you, you can harass them back by destroying everything that they do. Become a cynical person. Become a cynic. Become a cynical person. Not too much though, but become a cynical person. And what I mean by that is, when you see some shit, laugh about it. When you see something disgusting, that you see a person that's disgusting, you see something that's disgusting, laugh about it. Laugh at the person. Destroy the idea completely of that person. Destroy the image of that person. Destroy the image, the idea of that person. And I guarantee you, things will change. All of a sudden, you're going to see everybody agrees with what you're saying. All of a sudden, you're going to see the guy being taken down and all kinds of shit. But you got to believe in yourself in order to do that. And you really got to put that energy in it. You got to put energy in it. You got to be evil. Because it is evil. You're condemning real people. You're condemning real people. And that's the thing too. We're the bad guys. We're not the good guys. People out here have a deal. I'm speaking to the chosen ones right now. People, society have a deal. They can do whatever they want until people get paid. That's the deal. So don't rely on people. Rely on yourself. Have confidence in yourself. And don't hate other people for it. Just do what you do. And the rest the people will follow. Build your boat, Noah. Build a boat. Build your ark before the flood comes. Right? So yeah, man. You're exchanging energy, and you can use that energy to your own benefit. You have to stop, because when you see something and you don't say shit, let's say you see something on TV. Let's say you're watching the Jay-Z Puff Daddy accusation on the 13-year-old, and out of fear of what others might say, you don't say a goddamn word. Even if you're by yourself, you don't say a fucking word, nothing. You're letting, by not blocking the energy, you're letting that energy come into you. And that energy comes into you and spreads everywhere else. Because you spread that energy to other people. Give me a second here. You spread that energy everywhere else. So you have to stop it from reaching your heart. And the only way to block that energy from reaching your heart is you have to say that you don't accept this. You do not condone this. I am not okay with that. That's messed up. That's not cool. That's a very bad person. This person should be stopped. You have to say these things. Even if you're by yourself. Especially when you're by yourself. More when you're by yourself than other people. When you're around other people, you can shut the fuck up. You can shut the fuck up because give me a second. Sorry about that. So yeah, like I said, you have to stop that energy, because when you're with other people, that's just going to start an argument. There's a very high probability that's just going to start an argument. So you don't have to do it with other people. Do it by yourself. This is your secret. This is your power. It's your secret. It's your power. You don't have to share it with other people. And you can do it if you want, but you don't have to. It's not necessary. You're more powerful when you're by yourself. It's more powerful when you do it by yourself than when you do it around other people, because other people, three is a crowd is what they say. And when people are with other people, they're not always thinking the right way. Right. And let's just face it, there's some people that, they have fantasies. They have fantasies and they have, their own agenda, and they don't want to be judged for having those fantasies. But we're not talking about fantasies. We're talking about criminal activity. We're talking about psychotic criminal activity. We're not talking about selling cocaine. We're talking about people taking turns raping a 13-year-old. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about your fucking fantasies. We don't care about your fucking fantasies. That's not what we're talking about. It's like when I say, when I call these guys gay, I'm not talking about all the gays. I'm talking about them specifically. I'm not talking about all the other gays. I don't know about all the other gays. Maybe all the other gays are like them. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe they are. I don't know. But that's not the point. That's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about them specifically. So, and people take things personal. So don't, unless you want to make something personal, don't do it when somebody else is around doing what you're by yourself. Even your girlfriend or your boyfriend might not agree with your point of view. Not all couples think, not all the couples that are out there, the two people think exactly the same, right? So when you do that in front of somebody, you're ready for a clash. You're ready for a clash of mentality, right? And then you end up not having any friends because you end up finding out that your friends are kind of garbage. you know, you're like, I'm not gonna hang around these fucking garbage ass motherfuckers. So and that happens a lot. And that's how most of us end up not having any friends because a lot of people are garbage. And that's just what it is. Um, so use that power. Use the power. Use your power. Confront the Illuminati. Destroy the Illuminati. Use your power to destroy the Illuminati because you can destroy them without having to lift a finger. You don't have to be part of you don't have to be an entrepreneur. You don't have to do anything. You can just watch the news and be very openly vocal about what you're seeing because these things are serious. Like television is a serious thing. Television is a serious thing. You're transferring energy. It's an energy transfer. You're giving energy to it and it's giving energy to you. It's an energy transfer. So it's time for you, if you really believe in all this shit, if you really are spiritual, if you really believe in all the things that you're seeing and all the things that we say, it's time for you to get on board. It's time for you to connect to your inner evil. And this is why I'm saying we're the evil guys, because most people are not looking to start trouble. A lot of people are not looking to start trouble. We're troublemakers. We are troublemakers. That's who we are. We are the troublemakers. We are the ones that say no. We are the ones that don't accept shit. We're the ones that's intolerant, right? We're the Nazis. We're the Nazis, bro. Like, so we're the bad guys. We're Thanos. We're the despots. Like they keep calling Donald Trump a dictator. There's a reason why. There's a spiritual reason. That's how they see us. That's how they always seen us. We're the dictators. We're the bad guys. It's them that are dictators, but that's who we are. And to other people too, because there's a lot of people that have low IQ. They're very low. A lot of people have very low IQ. Like it's not everybody has a high IQ, bro. Like a lot of people have very low IQ, so they don't understand nothing, and you don't have to make them understand anything. Your job is to do you, and they follow you, bro. Like, and they might end up following you, man, because at the end of the day, like if you have a low IQ, you're impressed by things and you're gonna follow those things because you're impressed by it, like, and it's not because you can think by yourself. You're just impressed by the person. You're impressed by what he can do. But they can't think. And because at the end of the day, if somebody comes along and does shit that's even bigger than you're doing, well, they're gonna follow them. Like it is what it is. That's just reality. So don't take other people under consideration. Other people don't matter. Like you just do what you can do and do what you should do. And if you see something, on TV and shit, talk about it. Even if you don't see anything, talk about it. Don't accept these fucking rapists into your life. Don't accept your disgusting, family. Don't accept your disgusting family into your life. Remove those fucking people. Cut that shit off, man. Cut it off completely. These people are a tumor. They're a virus. They're contagion. Disgusting, despicable, unbearable, just disgusting, the most disgusting people you could possibly think of. So don't have any shame, don't have any guilt, don't have any remorse, don't have any pity, don't have any sympathy, don't have any compassion. There's none to have and there's none to give. If somebody shows up in your life and he's like, oh, well, yeah, but blah, blah, fuck that guy too. He can go fuck himself. Fuck this dude. Forget about him. Who gives a shit what he thinks? No one cares. No one cares, bro. The guy's a piece of shit, that's all. You don't have to feel bad because you make him feel bad, bro. There's no feeling bad, bro. Like, the guy's a piece of shit, man. That's it. It's just a piece of shit. Because the thing is, a lot of people are kind of, oh, well, everybody's different, everybody that. No, this people are garbage. People are garbage, bro, and you have to accept that, man. You have to come to that realization that most people are garbage, and then and good people are rare. Good people are rarity, man. Like, you think I'm the only guy in Montreal that ever did anything of the sort that I did, like protecting, women the way that I protect women. There's no one else in Montreal that did that shit, bro. Like the only one. Most people are trash. And I'm the only one that did that shit in recent years. And tell yourself this. So the thing I realized when I was saving all these fucking women, saving my ex-girlfriend, saving this ex-girlfriend, saving this girl, saving that girl, helping that guy, saving that guy, saving that guy. When I was doing all that shit, when I was being a superhero, I realized that, bro, no one has ever done what I did today or before I was born. That's what I realized. I realized that the infrastructure I understand how everything is built, and I see the infrastructure, and the infrastructure is built on rape. The infrastructure is built on rape. So that means nobody did anything to help anyone before I was born. And if I die today, nobody's going to do anything to help anyone either. People are garbage, man. Like, you have to come into your own power. You have to come to your own realization, man. You have to, exiting the matrix is not a joke, bro. That shit's real. When you're outside the matrix, you're outside the matrix. When people know that they're garbage, they don't fuck with you the same. And of course not, because you know the truth. You know the guy's a liar. You know the guy's full of shit. He's not a real person. He's not a cool person. He's not a real person. He act cool. He look normal, but he's not. He's a bad person. He might not be actively doing bad things, but he's kind of helping the bad people to do bad things. So it is what it is. It is what it is, bro. Like, so I realized that this. I don't know about everybody else in other countries, but I realized that shit about Montreal. I realized that, bro. That's the infrastructure. The infrastructure is built on raping kids and raping adults. Raping kids and adults. That's how the infrastructure is built. The government's in it. The government know what's going on. The government is helping people rape people. The police is helping people rape people. The government is helping people rape people, and regular everyday people are helping other people rape people. Everyday regular people. Everyone. The infrastructure is built on rape. The infrastructure of Canada is built on rape, bro. So, it's kind of messed up when you come to that realization, bro. And and only a superhero is gonna know that. Only a nigga, only a real dude, only a dude that fought against these things is gonna realize those things. Most people might not be aware. There's a lot of people, not most people. There's a lot of people that might not be aware that the infrastructure is built on rape. Specifically raping of the masses, literally. So yeah, that's messed up. So I came to the realization that, bro, like, what I'm doing today, nobody did this before today, and there's a high chance that nobody's gonna do this after today. And I realized that years ago. Right now, there's a spiritual awakening Everybody feels like they're chosen. Everybody feels like that chosen one shit. Use it as an advantage. Some people are actually chosen. Use it as an advantage, man. Get that shit out here, man. Get your power up. Stop being afraid of your own power and learn how to use it. I learned how to use it. I met this interesting guy. His name was Chicky. And he was talking about the same shit I'm talking about. He was talking about, like, I met him in the hospital. His name is Chicky. And he started talking about that shit. I was just walking, and he just started talking about he can look at something on TV. He said it himself. Like, he said, I can look at something on TV and then I can change things from looking at it on TV. Right? I do that shit all the time. That's how I take my revenge. I think I'm mostly partly responsible for all the bad things that are happening to the Illuminati. I'm pretty sure I'm like the Illuminati's bane. And I think I'm the biggest bane to the Illuminati ever in history. Not because of the content, not because of the information that I give out, just purely energetically. Because there's a lot of people that have a lot of content, and there's a lot of people that have better content about the Illuminati than I do. Right, because they have the information, like Jaguar Wright or Orlando Brown or Cat Williams and whatever, you name it, right? They have a lot of content. I don't know all these things. I wasn't at them parties, so I can't make videos like that, right? But over time, in a time period, bro, I'm an annoying bastard. Like, I'm basically a curse. I'm basically a curse, bro. I'm everywhere, bro, and I'm fucking everybody up, man. I'm basically a curse, man. So, there was the Princess Diana shit. There's people that caught on to that shit when I made the Princess Diana videos, and then a bunch of information about Princess Diana came out and shit. There's a lot of things that I did, bro. There was the Dolo guy. There's a lot of, I did a lot of things, bro. And the Dolo guy is connected to a lot of other fucking people because that shit went all the way up to Polite. Because it was people from Polite that was attacking me. It wasn't Dolo. It was people, and Dolo's connected to the Illuminati. Dolo the pilot is connected to the Illuminati, and so weird shit started to happen. Like Dolo the Polite. He wanted to sacrifice me. He wanted to attack me. He wanted people to kill me. That shit didn't work. He's a very bad person. So there's a lot of shit, and I did a lot of things. I'm a curse. I'm a bane, right? But the thing is, what I don't understand is why am I the only curse? Because we all have that power. This power is not specific to me. I use it a lot because I choose to use it a lot. I like talking. I talk a lot. I like talking. I'm a talker. So I like using my throat chakra energy, and I said that many times before. I like using that specific one, but you can use other chakra points to basically do the same thing. You can use it doing your mind, which is a little bit harder, but you can use it doing your mind. I feel like just using your mind is a bit harder. The voice is so easy. It's like water. It's like, just, and it's important, and I think it's important. I think it's important. I think it's important to use your chakra, your throat chakra, because I feel like the throat chakra is the most underestimated because of movies and TV. It is. Movies and TV are directing your life. Whether you like it or not, whether you watch movies or not, it doesn't matter. It's still directing your life. It is. It doesn't matter if you watch TV or not. It's still directing your life. Because at the end of the day, most people are going to concentrate on the mind. They concentrate on the crown chakra, and they're going to take the crown chakra more seriously. And they're going to take the sacral chakra more seriously because it's part of your reproduction system, your reproductive system. So people take those more seriously. They take the heart chakra because emotions, feelings, heart, willpower, they take that one seriously. So people take other chakra points seriously, but no one ever took the throat chakra seriously, man. No one. For years, decades. Even I started taking the throat chakra recently seriously. This is recent to me. I didn't use my throat chakra that much before. I mean, kind of. I always been the throat chakra dude, but it's only today that I realized that the throat chakra is just as powerful as the heart chakra, the crown chakra, and the sacral chakra. I didn't know. It's not in the movies. It's not in the books. There's no books where people are like, oh yeah, throat chakra, man. Yeah, like there's no, it doesn't exist. Find it. I mean, maybe now today you can find some, but these books are recent. These books are recent. They're not from 50 years ago. They're not from 30 years ago, bro. They're recent. They're from like 2000. But it's an extremely powerful thing. And it's easier to use than your heart, mind, and sacral chakra. It's easier to use. And I mean, I don't want to say it's more powerful. But maybe it's just my throat chakra that's really powerful. I don't know. But it feels extremely powerful. I mean, I just say something and something happens. That seems pretty fucking powerful to me, man. I can create reality just by speaking it. Yup. That's crazy. And that's what I want chosen ones to get into. I want chosen ones to get into creating their own reality using their voice. And I wanted to take it seriously because no, it's not that easy. And yes, there are things that you're going to learn as you go along. You're going to figure it out. But you got to try it. Because I feel like they're not, the Illuminati are taking hits, but it should be worse. It should be worse than that because there's too many people that say that they're chosen ones. There's too many people that feel that they're chosen ones, but they're not actually using their chosen one powers. They're not using their chosen one powers. They're going away from their chosen one powers, and they have more than one power. Like I said, you're an entire nation. You're the ark. It's you that's the ark. It's not Noah. It's you. You're the ark. Forget about finding the ark somewhere in Egypt or Pakistan or something. Forget about that shit. Forget about archaeology. You're the fucking ark. That's just fucking lies. That's historical bullshit. Historical propaganda. You're the ark. It's you that's the ark. There's a lot of things in you. There's a lot more things in you that you could possibly imagine. The other day I was watching a video and the guy was kind of like, targeted individuals there's two kinds of targeted individuals. The people that are like me, that believe in the hocus pocus mumbo jumbo, and people that believe in technology. I believe in both. I use technology as a tool. But I still believe in the mumbo jumbo. I still think there's a lot of mumbo jumbo going on. I do the mumbo jumbo. So of course I believe in mumbo jumbo. I'm the one doing the mumbo jumbo. There's a lot of mumbo jumbo going on right now. It's my fault. And if you listen to my fucking videos and then you watch other people's videos, you're going to realize that motherfucker gets around. I don't know these people. If you hear somebody talk like me in another video, I don't know them. I have no idea who that person is. I don't know him. But he talks like me, though. He probably never saw my video. It's my vibration. It's my vibration that's doing that. It's the messages that I send out there that's doing that. Like sometimes I use an expression and everybody uses it like 1,000%. People keep saying 1,000% now. I'm the first one that says that. I'm the first one that ever said that 1,000%. People didn't used to say that. People used to say 100%. I changed it. I was like 1,000%. Fuck it. Fuck 100. That's me. I be doing that shit. You can do that shit too. And the worst part is this cheeky guy that was saying that shit. It's funny because now I see him everywhere. I saw a movie where this guy, and the worst part is the Chicky that I know really likes beer. And there's this movie about a guy that's named Chicky that went around during the Vietnam War, bringing beer to everybody. The name of the movie is The Greatest Beer Run Ever. Right, so this is Chicky. His name is Chicky. I met Chicky. I met Chicky in the hospital. I met the real Chicky. So, anyways, it's kind of weird, you know. This name repeating names that come out of nowhere, you know. Like, there's a lot of people that are probably named Chicky, but it's just weird that there's a time period where, you know, that name just keeps popping up, right? I do believe that they copy other people. I do believe that there are other people like me out there that are being copied, and they use that as content, right? And it's not just that they're being copied. These people have a vibration. Everybody has a vibration. Some people's vibration is stronger than other people. And we see those people without knowing that those people are actual real people. We're listening to the vibration of this guy that's living somewhere, who knows where, and we're listening to his vibration, just like people listen to mine. I think that happens a lot. I think there's a lot of people that might be the case. Interconnected co-creation, co-reality, COVID, co-video. So it's not just me. But the difference between me and a lot of people out there is I do it on purpose. And that's the only thing I wish that other chosen ones would get into doing. Because we can get rid of the Illuminati very easily. And we should get rid of them because they're disgusting and horrible people. I don't condone the death sentence, but I don't feel like these people deserve to live. Quite frankly. And not just because they're walking around with cum stains on their backs, with dried cum stains, but that's not what I'm saying. Attacking kids is a horrible act. So there's another thing I want you to get into, and not to attract kids, because what we're attracting is not actual kids. You have kids, but your kids might be older than you think. Right? I will be forever young. I'm Peter Pan. Right? I'm like Peter Pan. And a lot of us, especially for Luciferians and black magicians, because Pan energy is Luciferian energy, and Lucifer wants you to become Peter Pan. Right? You got to understand, Lucifer is also an energy of leadership. It's also an energy of leadership. And Lucifer wants you to become a leader. He wants you to become Peter Pan. And he doesn't want you to just become any leader. He wants you to be Peter Pan. Why? Because at the end of the day, some of us are not in the right place. You know, some of us are not in the right place. Some of us are supposed to be somewhere else with other people. And this Peter Pan energy, you have to understand, like, we don't accept grown-ups. We don't like grown-ups. We don't like grown-ups, right? We're not about that, you know, we're not about that life. I always talk about entrepreneurship, but it's not because I want to be a grown-up. It's because I like to have fun. I like money, you know, and money lets you have fun. So anyways, that Peter Pan energy, like I was, some of us are going to have to get into this Peter Pan energy, and you're going to go around and you're going to be the leader of a group of renegades, of runaway children. Because chosen ones, we're kind of like children. We never age. We never get old. We're immortal. We stay the same age forever. Well, we're going to stay the same age forever. We're going to stay children forever. And That's the true essence of a god. The true essence of a god. Each god, all gods are children. That's the true essence of a god. That's why most of the time children spirits are the most dangerous, because they're the most powerful. If somebody sends you a child spirit, you're in deep shit. You are screwed, bro. Because that thing, that child, that spirit child, bro, is extremely powerful, right? So most gods, their true aspect is a child aspect. They're actually children, right? Deep down inside, there's a hard shell, but inside of them is a child. And that child is the repository of all of their power. Without that inner child, they lose all their power. So let's say you could remove the inner child of a god, you would actually take away all that God's power. And it's the same thing for you. You are a child. You are a child. And you're beginning to become and you sometimes you're the alpha, right? And when you're the alpha, when you're the leader of your group, when you're born to be a leader, when you're a natural born leader, you enter that Peter Pan energy. And all you want to do is protect your children. And you don't want them to be around adults, because adults are bad. Adults are mean people. And when I say, and you will see these children come to you. Once you build your ark, Peter Pan, once you build your ark, Mr. Pan, once you build your ark, the children will come to you. You have to find them. So you have to get your shit together. And I'm not talking to everybody. Not everybody is a leader. Not everybody is ready for that. A lot of people are not ready for that. A lot of chosen ones are not ready for that. I'm sorry, guys, but it's true. You guys are not ready for that sort of energy. Not yet. You can be if you want to. But a lot of us are not. I'm ready for it. You know, I'm already Peter Pan. I have a very Peter Pan-esque way of speaking. I don't like adults. I don't trust old people. You know, I'm very childish in a sense. I'm mature but childish in the same way. It's weird. It's like I said, it's magic. It's very complicated, right? But you have to trust it. And entering that Pan energy is accepting your reality. You're accepting the reality that you're in. You're accepting that, yeah, adults are bad. Adult people are bad. They do bad things for bad reasons, right? They're very bad. And it's time to create your own kingdom. It's time to create your own kingdom. It's time to create your own world. And it's time to let other people into that world. You know, and stop listening to the propaganda out here telling you that, oh, if you're by yourself, you're going to be, no, being by yourself makes you weak. Don't listen to that. That's propaganda. That's the Illuminati. That's God lying to you. Because he's a liar. He's the king of all lies. He's actually the prince of all lies, right? God is a liar. And, you know, you have to understand being alone makes you weak. Being alone makes you weak. It's not, a lot of you guys think, because out of fear, a lot of you guys think if we do reunite, if we do things together, they're gonna crush us even more. That's not true. They're not crushing us right now. And if we come together, they're not going to crush us at all. We'll be even more powerful. We'll be more powerful than we have ever been. If we can find our runaway children, if we can find our renegades, if we can find our lost boys. So we got to find the lost boys. When you have that Luciferian energy, when you have that Luciferian leadership energy, it's time to find the lost boys. And a child, and your child might look as old as you are or older, but he's your child. He's a child inside, and you're a child too. But you're the one that brings it all together. You're the one that makes it work. You're the one that makes it real. So enter your Peter Pan energy, man. Get into that. And of course I'm not talking to everybody, but I'm pretty sure, I don't know how many people listen to my YouTube channel, to be quite honest. I figured with the with the comments that I had recently, I figured there's a couple people that listen to my channel, right? So I'm assuming that the people watching my YouTube channel, some of you guys might be on the same road that I am. Some of you guys are actually getting into self-help books, getting into entrepreneurship. You know, I'm assuming that some of you guys, thanks to my videos, you are seeing the truth as it is. You are understanding the truth as it is. You're understanding life as it is. I'm assuming that that's the case. And if that's the case, just like a fucking, motivational speaker or a fucking real estate guru, I'm telling you that right now, one of the new things, what's popping right now, what's happening right now, what's happening right now is that pan energy. You got to get into that pan energy. You got to collect these children because they are children. We're hurt. We might be adults, but we're still children because they took away our childhood. So we're still hurt. We are still that child that was hurt when we were younger. We didn't change. And I'm not saying that we act like children and stuff like that. That's not what I'm saying. Or that we're immature. It's just internally, we are like children. And we might have a small tendency to be childish. We like to have fun. We like to, we're artistic. We're not cerebral. I'm cerebral because I choose to, but I'm an artist. I draw comic books. I like comic books. I make video games and shit like that. So I'm a child. And my business is childish shit. That's what my business is. My business is toys, things like that. That's because I'm still a child. I'm Peter Pan. I'll never die. I'm always gonna stay young, and I'm fighting Captain Hook all the time. And that's my nemesis. For us, Captain Hook is the Illuminati, right? So this is the new thing. This is the new energy you gotta get into. There's that new shit you gotta get into. The new shit you gotta get into is Peter Pan energy. Because you already feel the way that I'm feeling. It's just TV, books, friends, culture, tradition has brainwashed you into feeling bad for feeling the feelings that you feel about your family and the people that you know. Right? But you gotta come out of that. You have to come out of it because it's things are a lot more serious than you think it is. Like, these things are a lot more literal than you think it is, right? It's a lot more literal than you think it, a lot more, right? So You have to start taking those feelings seriously, and you have to admit to yourself your position in life. You have to admit that that's you. You have to admit to yourself that that's you. That's where you're at. That's what's going on. It is what it is. That's why you can call yourself chosen, because you were chosen. You're the leader. You're the group leader. You're the pack leader. You're the teacher. You're the this. You're the that. You're the one building the boat. And other people can build their own boats. And all the people building their own boats, they all have their own people. So nobody's going to step on anybody's shoes. That's not going to happen. Ain't nobody, we're not in competition with each other. We're not in competition with each other because my people is not your people. If we're both leaders, if we're both Peter Pan, you're the Peter Pan of your universe, and I'm the Peter Pan of my universe. So the people that join me, those are my people. Those are not your people, right? I mean, not necessarily like integrally your people, like not literally your people, like no, they're with me, and you have your people, you have your boat, I have my boat, everybody else has their boat, and on those boats there's all kinds of people, and we're all each other's people, but that's the type of people that we are. We're the type of people that have arcs, that have boats. And on those arcs, there's a bunch of people. That's the kind of people we are, right? That's who we are. That's who we are, right? So get into that Peter Pan energy. And for any victims out there of the Illuminati, like I'm telling you, man, any victims out there, of these disgraceful acts that these people commit on an habitual basis, don't be scared. This is the perfect time for you to speak out. Apparently, I don't think the Puff Daddy thing is my fault. I don't think it's my fault at all. It just seems that it's his turn to go down. But you have to understand the reason why I'm saying you don't need to fear is because Puff Daddy's connected to a lot of fucking people. So a lot of fucking people are going down, and a lot of people are already going down. And right now the Illuminati is kind of delusional because they don't know what to do. They have no idea what to do because it feels like they don't know what to do because I don't think they know who's attacking them. I don't think they understand who exactly is doing all this, right? And so yeah, so they are acting delusional and kind of weird and shit, and it's not gonna help because they don't know who's doing that. I can say it's not me. They're not gonna. It doesn't mean that they're gonna believe me and shit, but it's not gonna make a difference. You're still gonna go down. They are not in a very good position right now at all. They are not in a good position. And the infrastructure, it might be because the infrastructure is changing because of all the new technologies that are coming out. So maybe that's why they're getting rid of a lot of people because they're not needed anymore. Like the Bad Boy record is, everything is on the internet. Like, why would you need a Bad Boy record for? Why would I spend money to keep you afloat? Because it costs me more money to keep you there than it would to just eliminate you off the face of the map. It costs me that shit. Keeping you around costs me billions, and everything is changing. Like, you're not, sooner or later, Bad Boy Records will not be able to make as much money. It won't. Why would anybody sign to Bad Boy Records? Nobody's going to sign to Bad Boy Records. Everybody can just start their own music career off of the internet. Sooner or later, nobody's going to sign to Bad Boy Records. It's going to be not useful. And it's already started. It's been years now. Think about it like this. It's been years since people switched from doing shows and selling CDs. It's been at least 15 years now. 10 years. It's been at least 10 years that people have been selling music on the internet and not on CDs. So that was the first hit. That was the first financial hit. And now People are beginning, not only are they selling their music on the internet and not CDs, but now they're actually making content that is actually generating income through the internet by streaming and YouTube videos, and doing their own videos, and then uploading it to YouTube and other platforms like YouTube. So the money that they used to have doing videos, that's gone too. The audience that they used to have doing videos and put that shit on TV, that's gone too. So keeping a big company that has all these employees working for them, like Bad Boy Records, is not tangible. It's financially, it's a financial hole. You know, I'm gonna spend billions keeping these people around to do absolutely jack shit. It's not worth it. So, like I said, this might be the fault of the infrastructure changing and us, getting into new ways of communication and media management. And that might be the reason why these guys are getting replaced. Because now we're talking about Jay-Z, big names, not small names, big names like Jay-Z. I heard there's some politician names that's gonna come out. That all these celebrities, like shit. Even Will Smith got mentioned in there. Will Smith got mentioned a bunch of times. 50 Cent too. 50 Cent is not safe. He think he's safe. He's not safe, bro. He's a fruit pop too. He keeps calling people fruit pops, but he's a fruit pop too, man. He's not. He's no different. A lot of people are gonna go down. Right? Like nobody's safe. So, especially when it comes to these guys, they're not safe. And now they're acting all weird and shit. They're super hyped for nothing. Because, you're going to go. There's this, whatever is going on, this shit was supposed to happen and it's going to happen. There's nothing anyone can do about it. The world has spoken. The universe has spoken. It's time for you to go. Regardless if it's spiritual or financial. It's time for you to go. I don't know. Me personally, I think it's their own dudes that are doing that. I think it's the Illuminati that's taking care of the Illuminati. If you want me to be honest, my opinion is the Illuminati is cleaning up the Illuminati. That's what I think. And it's because it's not financially lucrative to keep some people around. They're just gonna waste money. Even movies are gonna AI is gonna replace movies, bro. Like this shit is going down. Pretty soon we won't need actors. We're just gonna make AI movies where the AI look like humans. It's already started. There's a lot of cool ass AI pictures you can see, like Batman. What if Batman was in Warhammer 40K? It's a human face, and it looks great. Now imagine if you could just make that character move. Shit is going off. Shit is popping off, bro. Like things are actually changing, bro. We are heading towards the future, man. And us little Peter Pans, we don't have to worry about that shit because we're spiritual people. We're into spiritual things. So people will come and people will pay to come see you. And you're not gonna be a quadrillionaire, more or less, maybe not, who knows. But one thing's for sure, you're not gonna be broke, and people will need you, and it's gonna be important for you to be around because you're the only remnant of physicality left, because everything is going to be virtual. People are going to talk to themselves virtually. People are going to call each other virtually. People will not go out of their house. So spirituality is going to be super important because that's going to be the only thing left that's not synthetic. It's going to be the only thing left that people that's going to give people some sense of grounding. Because all that virtual shit, all that serotonin and endorphins popping off in your fucking mind, bro, like fucking fireworks, you're gonna need to cool down a little bit, so you're gonna take an hour or two a day to get in some spirituality, and that means you, Peter Pan. That means you, chosen one. So our future looks great for some of us. for the people that are willing to listen, for the people that are not gonna sit there and assume that God is on his side and all that garbage, for the people that are going to get their shit together and take the necessary steps to be the person that they want to be and do the things that they want to do. Those people are going to be straight. These people are going to be good forever. But everybody else that's still listening to that staying alone bullshit and all the other bullshit, you know, all the girls are bad, staying alone is good, I don't want to go do this, I don't want to go do that. These people, you know, it is what it is. Just it is what it is, man. You know, it is what it is. I can't, you know, like I said, I can make these videos, but there's nothing I can say that's gonna convince you, man. There's nothing I can say that's going to convince you, bro. You're going to have to do the work by yourself to figure out if it's true or not. Because at the end of the day, I just made a 1 hour, 45-minute video. Ain't nothing in that video is going to convince you of anything. At the end of the day. Ain't nothing. I just spoke for an hour 45, and I know for a fact that none of this shit I just said is going to convince you of anything. But, and that's just life. That's just how it is. You are the one. I can't do shit for you. You're the one that has to do it. You're the one that has to figure out, is this the truth or not? Is this really what's going on or not? You have to ask yourself the questions. I gave you an answer, but you're going to have to ask yourself the question. Because the answer is just one part of the equation. And you don't know if this is an answer if you don't know what the equation is. You can't know if the answer I'm giving you is real or not. The only way to know that is by knowing the equation. So you're gonna have to ask yourself the question. You're gonna have to ask yourself the question, and you're gonna have to actually see for yourself if this makes sense. So I'm gonna stop the video right there, man, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Peace out.